Belal Muhammad has fought his way to the number 5 spot in the UFC welterweight rankings after defeating Vicente Luque back in April via unanimous decision. Well, Belal was interviewed by MMA Junkie and was asked who he thought were the greatest welterweights of all time. He named George St. Pierre, BJ Penn, Matt Hughes, and Tyron Woodley. Surprisingly, current champ Kamaru Usman was left out of his list. Belal explained why. He said, "No, he ain't getting that respect until he beats me. People keep saying he's one of the best welterweights of all time. I'm like, he's beaten Kobe twice, he's beaten Masvidal twice, he's beaten Gilbert Burns. Those are just 3 guys. It's not like he's gone through 7 or 8 different opponents. I mean, I respect him as a champion. He's staying busy, but you're fighting rematches before you're giving other guys a chance to match up against you." Islam Makhachev is considered by many as the lightweight's uncrowned champ. He's quickly moved up the ranks and currently finds himself sitting in number 4. Well, he's been gunning for a fight versus Charles Oliveira and not letting up. Islam claims Oliveira is running from him. Islam first came across Oliveira's tweet that said, "Just for the record, I like to break records and I want to break another one. Fighting twice in the same night. I can knock Conor out and make Diaz tap." Then Islam also came across an article written by MMA Fighting where Charles said, "I think the reality is Islam Makhachev has to fight Dariush first. They both have to fight and then we'll see who we're fighting or not. Makhachev is super tough and deserves all the respect in the world. Dariush is also super tough and has a great team. It will be a great fight, so let them fight first. I've never ran from a fight and never will. I'll be there and I'll be ready to fight whoever they put in there with me." Well, Islam tagged the article and responded, "Charles, it's funny you're calling out Nate who hasn't won a fight in years, and at the same time saying I have to earn something. Just say it straight that you're scared to lose. Your jiu-jitsu won't work in our fight and you know that." After reading this, Rafael Dos Anjos came to Oliveira's defense. In case you forgot, a matchup between Dos Anjos and Makhachev was originally scheduled for UFC 254 in October 2020, but Dos Anjos caught COVID and was unable to fight. They were rescheduled for UFC Fight Night 182 in November 2020, but then Makhachev caught a bad staph infection that prevented him from competing. Then they were scheduled to fight at UFC 267 on October 30th, 2021, and Dos Anjos suffered an injury that required surgery. When Dos Anjos' fight versus Rafael Fiziev was cancelled, Islam offered to fight Dos Anjos but ended up rejecting the fight when Dos Anjos called his bluff and accepted it, which Dana White later confirmed. Well, upon hearing Islam criticize Oliveira and recalling their past experiences, Dos Anjos said, "Shut up, Islam. The only guy scared to lose here is you. You got exposed on that fight week by bluffing and not taking the fight." Islam shot back, "I was there on February 26th for Beneil and was there twice for you on October 24th, 2020 and October 30th, 2021, but you never showed up, so shut your mouth, you McChicken slap boy." Dos Anjos responded, "I was there for you twice too. Don't play this game. You pulled out on fight week once I called your bluff once." Tony Ferguson gave us a quick update after his KO loss to Michael Chandler at UFC 274 and said, "All clear. Bones are intact and in place. Champ shit only." Kamaru Usman was asked about how his hands were doing after his hand surgery at the UFC 274 presser, and he said, "My hand is doing a little better. I saw the doctor this week, and I can start to make light contact with the hand. That's just what sucks with these things. When you're dealing with tendons, they're a lot harder to just heal right away, especially when they're on top of the knuckles. I hate being wrong, so I don't want to throw a timeline on it." Conor McGregor reacted to this and said, "LOL, LOL." As I reported in my last video, Nate Diaz told the UFC to book the fight between him and Michael Chandler as both have verbally agreed to fight each other. Well, Daniel Cormier shared his opinion on his YouTube channel and believed that this was actually a favorable fight for Nate because he felt Nate is more durable at 170, which he showcased versus Leon Edwards. Daniel said, "I know Michael Chandler is a ton of bricks. He's a monster for the 155 weight class, but if Diaz can go up to 170, be tough enough and durable enough to go 25 minutes with Leon Edwards and lose pretty much the whole fight and hurt him at the end the way that he did, he can fight a 155 pounder at 170. He's not depleting himself so much down to 155 that everything Michael throws at him will hurt him. Can Michael Chandler dominate Nate? Absolutely, but I think this is the best matchup for Nate to try to find success." The UFC rankings have been updated after UFC 274. Charles Oliveira was removed as champion and placed in the number 1 spot as the lightweight title is now vacant since he failed to make weight for his fight, as I reported. This also caused a ripple effect and caused most of the fighters to be moved down a spot as well. Michael Chandler maintained his ranking at number 5 after defeating Tony Ferguson. Tony dropped down 3 spots and now finds himself ranked number 10. In the pound for pound rankings, Charles moved up to number 4, just behind Israel Adesanya and ahead of Francis Ngannou. And finally, a funny video of Sean O'Malley showing his quick reflexes. Check it out. As always guys, if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button for me. If you're new, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date. Thanks for watching.